Still, I Rise. That's the title of a poem by Maya Angelou that I probably have read and even recited more times than I could even count. I've even taught it to students. And I've had students of all ages analyze how she turned her pain, her experiences, and her memories of the things that she had learned about her ancestors into art. But today, for the very first time, it occurred to me that the poem might not just be about racial discrimination and ancestral discrimination, that it could be a gender poem. And that is kind of mind-boggling to look at something again. I think that's the power of literature, that you can see something you've never seen in a piece of literature that you know very well. And all of a sudden it just unfolds in a slightly different way. So I'm going to read some parts of it and I'm going to give you what comes to my mind, what was coming to my mind just a minute ago. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I'll rise. I don't know how many women I have seen written about with bitter, twisted lies, including myself. Our words have been twisted, and the story that he or they were trying to tell about us was a story attempting to trod us in the very dirt, attempting to humiliate us, attempting to degrade us, attempting to take away our power. But still, like dust we rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Do you know how many men have said that women are too sassy, we're too bold, we're too confident, we think too much of ourselves, we wear too much makeup, too much hair, the eyelashes are too long. I even had a guy say a woman shouldn't wear a nose ring because it's distasteful and men don't like it. You know, does our sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. I mean, there are men who get sad, get depressed, get anxious just because we women walk like we're rich, walk like we have everything we need, walk like we're proud. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hopes springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken? You know, when Roe versus Wade was overturned, did they want to see us broken? When affirmative action and DEI programs were taken out of different schools and different companies, did they want to see us broken? When women were harassed as they entered male-dominated fields, did they want to see us broken? When women were denied patents and told they couldn't enroll in certain programs, or they couldn't get loans, or they couldn't get bank accounts or credit cards, did they want to see us broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? There is a certain very famous, in certain circles anyway, social media personality that made his platform about humbling women, about giving them numbers, about telling them that they were leftovers if they were over 25, about telling them that they needed to make getting a husband their first and top priority, not education, not career. And there have been other men and other podcasters and other social media platforms that have said things like, a woman who's not married is missing her purpose as a woman. A woman who's not having kids is missing her purpose as a woman. Does our haughtiness offend them? Don't you take it awful hard, because I laugh like I've got gold mines digging out in my own backyard, It is offensive to some men that women act and laugh like we've got gold mines digging in our own backyard, that we laugh and we're joyful about being single, that we're joyful about our careers, that we're joyful about our friends, that we're joyful about the travels that we have and the goals that we are pursuing, that we're joyful, that we can laugh. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. I read about a study, and you can look it up, and it was a program for batterers. And the counselor asked an interesting question. He said to the men who were in this battering program, what do you get out of battering? What do you get out of being abusive? What do you get out of being violent towards women? And at first, the men said nothing. They didn't say a word. And then slowly they began to list what they got out of being violent towards women. Well, she does what I say without an argument. She's walking on eggshells around me. I get my peace and quiet. I don't have to hear her mouth. I don't get questioned. I get to do what I want. She's trying to please me. She's cooking the meals that I like. She's giving me intimacy when I want it. They began to list how it kept, quote, women in line, and it helped women, quote, know their place.